So you got a song to play.
Yeah, I was thinking of doing a Rush song, maybe.
Of course.
Rush.
Is there any other band when it comes to drumming
It does
that
show.
you guys can figure out?
It does show if you can play.
But it's always Rush.
If you guys want to pick a different one, we could do someone other than Rush.
What Rush song?
I think I don't want to do a deep track. Do like Spirit of Radio.
Of course you would do that one.
Spirit Radio's a good song. I like that
What
one.
about YYZ?
We could do YYZ's great too. I'd love to do.
Oh
YYZ.
boy.
You don't know how to do YYZ.
I know how to do almost their whole catalog.
Celebrate his entire catalog.
You want to hear this ad?
I certainly do.
Which one you want to do? YYZ?
I guess we could start.
Yeah,
there,
start
right?
out with a little YYZ. If we cut you off, we'll cut you off.
Yeah,
you
but
know,
we don't have to play the whole
Not the
thing.
whole tune. I just want to
Oh, we
hear.
don't have to play the whole thing? Thanks, Sal. I really appreciate that. I was scared that we would have to sit through that.
Well, I kinda
nervous, huh?
I was getting a little nervous.
Yeah. How long you been playing?
13 years.
13 years. So you got to be pretty good. 13 years.
Yeah.
I would think.
Especially based on he's a young guy, so that means he started when he was a kid. And
Yeah, and also something pesky like work didn't have to get in the way. He could have practiced a lot because he didn't have to work because his parents just fucking bought him the drum kit and gave him money.
no, but you remember from Friday, he saw people do hard jobs.
That's true. He did.
But I got another bite of weed.
Oh,
a lot of controversy over Sandusky being interviewed by NBC Today Show, is it?
Oh, yeah?
And, people look at us and we're scumbags, we're this, we're that, but they're going for ratings and it's another freak show situation.
Of course. What is he going to say at this point?
And there's people that are kind of pissed off that anyone's interviewing Sandusky because
They should just let him rot.
They all know it's for ratings. NBC is hurting bad. Matt Lauer's on his way out, I think.
You know what? Also, why do people insist on giving these prisoners like an exciting day?
Right.
Like every day should be boring, mundane, you're in fucking prison kind of shit. You shouldn't be giving this guy the opportunity to speak, first of all, to be heard by a lot of people, and to bust up his normally mundane fucking week with something exciting like a television interview. Fuck him.
Of course, fuck them. But I would love to know what they are saying about why they're interviewing him. Be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Holy fuck, this is great for ratings. It's a freak show.
That's what it is. Yep.
When does that go down? Because obviously I would want to watch that. I'm not going to sit here and make believe. I'm not going to sit here and make believe. But the fact is that they're going to try to spin it like, no, man, this is kind of important, and we're trying to get something done here. No, you're not. You want everyone to tune in because this guy's a fucking monster.
Yeah.
And they're going to be cordial toward the guy too. They're going to keep it on a professional level, which will drive a lot of people nuts too.
It's supposed to
beat him with the camera
today.
Today, yeah.
What show?
Yeah.
Today.
Yeah, I know it's going to air today, but on what show, Sam?
Today! They're saying
that old gag.
That old, literally old gag. Yes.
The lawyers.
Fuck, how do they get away with that one?
I know.
Who's on first? Oh,
right.
God, enough.
The Sandusky lawyer says it's not technically a Today Show. Like, the Today Show didn't conduct the interview.
Right.
Yeah.
It's excerpts from a documentary.
Excerpts?
Excerpts.
Oh, yeah, there's a filmmaker involved, and the filmmaker's defending his interview with Sandusky.
And so
how's he defending his interview with Sandusky?
I don't know.
No, because there's a spin in there. What's the spin that he's trying to have people believe?
I don't know.
It's a freak show. Just say it is. That's all. Splash is a freak show. Sandusky on the Today Show is another freak show.
We're actually going to put a camera and a microphone in front of a guy that fucked a kid up the ass in the shower. Come on, everybody. You're going to want to see this. They heard it going thwack, thwack, thwack. Please.
And that's how the Today Show's get away with this, by the way, because a few people defending NBC saying it's a third party doing the interview. Yeah, this filmmaker. But it's still on
in that shower.
The Today.
Oh, you almost burnt your dick off with your coffee.
I almost could have sued fucking Starbucks for millions.
Hot coffee.
And I think the defense, the spin that you're looking for is the documentary is technically made to defend Paterno.
Oh, really?
Oh,
so
really?
That's what the use of the interview is. But obviously it's just because people will watch the kid touch or talk.
Paterno didn't do shit.
Look at him talk.
Point.
Oh.
He talks. Do they talk to him about his life in prison?
I don't know.
I mean, if it's about trying to clear Paterno's name or something, and they talk to this fucking monster, do they ask him questions like, hey, have you been raped in prison yet? You know, like you did to those kids?
Right.
Did you... That should be the question that's asked.
Of course.
So, a lot of people are wondering, have you, in the shower, gotten a man's dick up your ass? You know, like you did to the kids? Comment?
Would he enjoy that, though?
Based on his past performance, I probably not. I don't think he was a bottom in those relationships.
But we protect the high-profile prisoner, so
well, yeah,
no one's going to get to him anytime soon.
He interviewed him 3 times, this filmmaker, for a total of 3.5 hours.
So why don't we interview him?
Gave him a fucking...
Who's that guy?
A little bit of life.
Why can't we interview the guy?
He's releasing a very small portion of the interview via audio clips, which are going to be aired first on the Today Show.
All right, well, get those clips.
I don't know. I just put it up so we could see it.
Oh.
I changed the channel.
I mean, is it tomorrow?
No, it'll be today.
Ah, what show is that?
Today.
Somebody just wrote, I just watched the interview on the Today Show.
Oh, really?
Oh, so maybe
Did we just fuck that one up?
Did we miss it?
Maybe we just missed it.
Oh, damn.
We're playing dumb Denny clips when we could have been playing a Sandusky thing.
Maybe it was when we were setting up the big drum solo that's about to go
Did
down.
we really just miss it?
Oops.
Whoopsie.
Maybe they'll replay it. We'll get it second time around.
The cluelessness of us, though. Everyone's calling saying idiots. They just played it.
We'll tell all those idiots that they should be listening to our show instead of watching.
But see, what
Today.
they did was they're fans of our show, but they knew the Today Show thing was a big deal, so they went over there, watched that, and now they're back.
Because they were like,
that's what happens.
They were sitting there going, apparently these guys aren't going to cover the Sandusky thing. They're talking about Denny.
I know. We should have set it up, and then we would have said, don't worry, we'll just fucking pop the Today Show on when it happens.
And someone would have been, hey, it's on.
Right.
And, oh.
All right, Sal, you ready for, what are you doing, YYZ?
Yeah, let's do YYZ.
And then what, Spirit of Radio?
Yeah, whatever you
And then, what, Tom Sawyer?
Tom Sawyer.
And then Roll the Bones.
We could do Roll the Bones.
And then maybe go Deep Track, maybe a little Trees.
Trees, yeah, what's it going?
And then what?
It'd be great if you fucked with everybody's head and just did the same thing you did on Friday, except ended the show now at like 7:45.
You know what?
God, that's not a bad idea.
Good idea.
They would understand down the hall.
Sam's got a good idea
just
there.
Keeping the bit going, man.
It's all for jokes. That's the joke.
That's the joke. That's why we're here.
Good idea.
I also want to talk about trash to treasure in a little while.
Trash to treasure.
That stupid bowl. You saw that stupid bowl?
Oh, I did see the stupid bowl.
That's everyone's dream.
Well, unless you go to Pawn Stars. Well, it's not really a demand for a bowl. You know, what are you going to do? Eat cereal out of it? You can't even use it.
Right.
I'll give you $200 for it.
Imagine.
All right. I'm pretty happy with what I got.
And then they're in the back room coming in it because they know what they got now.
Coming in it. Yeah, they're all circle jerking
They're
in the
like,
bowl.
holy fuck, the guy believed us. Would you trust anyone in a pawn shop?
No.
Of course not.
It's so... I mean, they're in Vegas, so obviously they know they could prey on people that just want to bet. So they come in with these things, and they're not going to honestly tell you what something's worth. Oh, let me have my expert come in. And they're fucking all asshole buddies of the guys in the pawn shop. Of course. They probably get a kickback.
Mm-hmm. This guy saw the interview on the Today Show.
What?
First-hand account.
Dave, what happened, man? Because we didn't see it. Holy fuck. Dave.
Dave from Jersey?
Jersey. Guy.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey.
What's your name?
Dave.
All right.
All right, that's you. All right, so far so good.
Where are you from?
I saw the Today interview right before I got in the car to come to work and turn you guys on, so I wasn't missing your show. I was on my way to work.
What time was it on?
Oh, it was on like 7:30.
Was that yesterday?
No, today, this morning. Funny.
Yeah, is this?
Is it?
No, I know. It is, but not how.
Exactly.
Now it's going too deep. Dave, go ahead. So what do they do?
This guy was just trying to defend Joe Paterno. That's all his intent was. And the interview, it wasn't a video of Sandusky. It was just an audio recording.
Dave, we said most of this, so what could you add?
It was
the whole thing. This guy, Joe Paterno's family, did not want this stuff to go through at all. They said that. They wrote a letter to the Today Show.
Dave, what did Sandusky say?
Sandusky basically didn't admit to anything in this. He said that
I got it here if you want it.
Get in that locker room, you know.
Great.
Something happened.
Great.
He said that.
Great.
Oh, Dave, yeah. You hold on for a
we got
lifetime.
Go ahead.
In the very beginning, and I know that I'm going to get attacked from everybody because no one wants the truth here.
When you say this has been a rush to judgment from the very beginning, after over a year of examining this case, after your conversations with Jerry Sandusky in person and by phone, do you believe he was wrongly convicted?
Well, Jerry Sandusky already had his day in court.
But do you believe he was
longer than a
convicted?
day?
Well, I've written extensively about this at our website, but I wanted to say that my focus here has been on Joe Paterno.
I understand, but it helps me with perspective here in the interview.
Well, no, Jerry Sandusky had his day in court. Joe Paterno never did. I'm trying to get Joe Paterno effectively his day in court.
But do you believe Jerry Sandusky is a pedophile and he's guilty of the things he was accused of?
I have no doubt that Jerry Sandusky was guilty of many of the things, if not all the things that he was accused of. But I do believe that there were due process problems with the trial.
All right, so your main problem with some of the evidence brought against Jerry Sandusky has to do with victim number 2. This is the guy, for our viewers, so they remember here. This is the guy that Mike McQuarrie testified that he saw in a shower with Jerry Sandusky. The question of what happened in that shower came up in the courtroom. Do you think Mike McQuarrie testified truthfully in the trial about the incident with victim number 2 and Jerry Sandusky?
Well, it depends on which version of Mike McQuarrie's testimony you believe. I don't know that Mike McQuarrie is lying, by the way. I think a large part of what's happened here is over 10 years your memory changes, and then when a prosecution is desperate for a witness, they might twist your arm a little bit. And I think it's important to keep in mind we didn't have as much information about Jerry Sandusky in 2001 as we do now. And I think as far as victim 2 is concerned, that's really the big news out of my interview. I now know who victim 2 is. I know his identity, and I know incredibly important things about him.
And let me just interrupt you. We've made the agreement here because of NBC standards that we are not going to identify victim number 2.
Why? Because your journalistic standards? NBC, shut up.
2011 that shed an entirely new light on that McQuarrie episode. He very publicly, and I have the documentation to prove this, in his own name, said that the accusers of Jerry Sandusky are not to be believed, and that Jerry Sandusky was the greatest thing that ever happened to him. He gave a police interview in September of that year saying Jerry Sandusky never molested me, and the investigators tried to get him to lie. And then on the day Joe Paterno was fired, I have it in my hands. This is an interview he gave to an FBI trained investigator, a former police officer, saying that nothing happened in the shower that night, that McQuarrie is lying, and that the investigators tried to get him to lie. Now, that doesn't mean...
Let's remember something. The victim number 2 never...
Yeah, that's... Because Paterno was trying to protect his legacy and the school's legacy. Just because he said it doesn't mean it's true.
It was in his best interest to kind of, say, hey, none of that happened.
I do agree with the guy that Paterno never really got his day in court. But you could see where he would say something like that.
Sure.
Just because he said it to an FBI agent doesn't mean it's true.
No.
He would have motives, obviously, to say something like that. How long is this thing?
I don't know.
Maybe we could cut it up.
Doesn't end?
Yeah.
It's never ending.
Do you want me? I can listen to it in preview, and then I'll just find the exact interview clips.
Yeah, just give us the goodness, will you? It's Monday, man. Who wants the fucking...
Yeah, we just want goodness.
Just give us the goodness.
We can't be toiling over a fucking never-ending clip.
You're going to look at the Sandusky thing?
I have a clip if you want.
Oh, you already found some goodness?
Yeah, I have his
actually
audio.
talking?
Yeah.
All right, let's listen to this.
Oh. Well, this is exciting.
Multitasking.
Jerry Sandusky talking about what did or didn't happen in the shower with the victim number 2. Let's play it.
I don't understand how anybody would have walked into that locker room. Where he was and heard sounds associated that with sex going on. You know, like he said, that could have been. I mean, there would have been. That would have been the last thing I would have thought about. I would have thought maybe fooling around or something like that. But
here's a statement from the attorneys for victim number 2.
I didn't understand that.
He was talking about the guy who said, I heard sounds of... And Jerry Sandusky says, I don't see how he could have thought that he heard sounds of sex. I would have never thought of that. But then he goes, maybe some fooling around or something.
That was sounds of fooling around in the shower, not sex.
Wasn't that skin slapping, basically?
Exactly.
Is what you described?
I get fooling around with little boys in the shower is like something we joke about.
Yeah, that's well, because that's much better than fucking them in the ass.